What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Cigar Rob. Short video, just ranting, because I hate iPhone. I have an iPhone right now. It's a 7 Plus, 7S Plus, whatever one of the configurations of iPhone that I don't care about. But I don't know why I got it. I got it because the salesperson when I went to the thing was just really good, and at the time I was like, might as well. I had a credit on my T-Mobile, used it, paid it off. I don't want it. I don't want this iPhone. I've had it for a couple months. Oh my God. First of all, it's the 32 gig one. How dare you sell anything 32 gigs that you cannot upgrade memory? But anyway, that's a lost argument already with Apple. And then I just lost, or I can't, well, I don't know if I lost it, but I misplaced, let's call it, the stupid dongle, the little stupid thing for the headphones. And I got these nice AKG headphones that came with a Samsung, by the way, that my wife had and my son had. I guess he left them. He doesn't use them. He got other ones. And they're awesome headphones. And I was like, man, I want to use these. I mean, the microphone's good for recording, the headphones, I mean, it's great. Better than the Apple ones, honestly. And I can't use it. My LG V20, on the other hand, and I'm going to upgrade from this, probably the 30 or the Galaxy S9, the S8. S8, the S7's still good, but, this is like one of the last phones that you can replace the battery, so that's a plus right there, because I got 3 batteries, and I'm always at 100% no matter what time, because I got that battery charge. I know all the new phones, you can't, they're all pretty much the same as far as the battery thing goes, but, but this Apple, man, and then it doesn't have, the image stabilization. I know, yeah, the new ones have image stabilization and all that stuff. Or if this one does, I don't even care to look it up. But if this one does have it, it's really bad. It takes good pictures, yeah. But there's stuff out there that takes better pictures. Like this V20 is a beast when it comes to camera. I'm not gonna lie to you. This thing is an animal. It's a multimedia animal. And then when I do record on my iPhone, because I do most of the videos are on iPhone. Unless if I use my DSLR, you could tell on 1 or 2 where I use my DSLR. But mostly use my computer, which is a Mac. That I don't know how I could go back to Windows, but I use iPhone mostly for the video and to edit, and the phone to edit. Now, when I was using this, which I could just go back and forth with my SIM card. Everything's done. Editing, if I needed some, royalty-free music for an intro or some kind of whatever, I'll download it right here. No problem, no hassle. Just get it, throw it into my my editing, whatever editing app I use, which was I use Power Director or KineMaster, which is great, way better than iMovie. You can pretty much do anything. I just throw it on here and use it. For Apple, it's like, I see videos. I'm like, how do you download music from YouTube? Like, if some royalty-free music that you can legally use on your video. How do I download that and get it? Man, when I saw that, it was like I seen like a 6-minute video on it. I'm like, it takes that long to explain? The videos on this, or to do it on this, is just like on Android. It's just like, especially a Samsung or an LG, those nice. There's other Android phones that are really, really good, but that's just the ones I go to, LG and Samsung. But to do it on those, it's just like copy, paste the link on this app, download, use it. That's it. But Apple, you gotta have like 15 apps. You gotta jump from app to app you know, and then it has to be done a certain way, and that dongle thing again, you know. I'm like, come on, man. You gotta have two things if you want to use the headphones and you want to charge. You gotta have that double thing hanging out. And then not only that, but if you get a cheap one, okay? If you get a cheap one, if you try to record, for example, right now I have it connected to my the connector on my car, because I have a regular, you know, 12 volt connection, right, on my car. So I plug it in. It's not USB. I have a USB, but I don't use that one. And if you use it on that, if you ever connected to that, to the power, well, probably any power, even USB, and you try to use your headphones to record, you know, to use the mic, you get a little feedback, you know, because of the power that's going in. You know, you get a little humming noise. I'm not using any microphone right now. I'm not saying it's completely bad. iPhone is iPhone, but I think people now are just buying it because it's iPhone, just because it has a little Apple on it, and you want to look cool, and you want to look like you're in, you know, flower power, you know, the modern day hippies. That's what I think, man. Like, Apple's falling off, man. Steve Jobs is probably haunting that place. He's gonna haunt the hell out of it. You know, rest in peace. No disrespect, but he's like, yo, this isn't what I said to do. You know, why the hell would you take away the headphone jack? You know, that's a big one. I think if they bring back the headphone jack, it'll, like, everything else will be all right. The headphone jack, just a little headphone jack. They bring back the headphone jack, everything else is kind of acceptable. And it's just Apple, but we got a headphone jack. Don't worry about it. You know, you took away that headphone jack. Now the focus is on other stuff, because we don't got to focus on a headphone jack. We're not distracted by a headphone jack. The focus is on other things. You know what I mean? But anyway, sorry, just venting on the way to work. Beautiful day, as you can see, the sun is shining on me, really, really bright, and I got the little visor down thing, and it's still hot. But anyway, you know what to do, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on social media, and I'll see you on the next smoke.